I like that kind of raw action. It's just it's not the kung fu things. They can be fine, but lacks that raw bone crunching heat, and yes. So now, karibu to Alboa Cinema. When Nobody Won, the first one came, I don't think there's a movie that had so pleasantly surprised me as that one. It just, just starts off this casual, this old man just in a bus, then these people cause, and then you realize he's a badass, and then one thing leads to another. Just the normal kind of revenge stroke. I am will save you. I am Kane. I will save you kind of situation. So they too came out. I haven't watched it, but we are going to listen in to Critical Drinker, my favorite movie reviewer, and what he says about it. So he calls it Nobody Two, a fun but predictable sequel. I suspect that's the case. I'm gonna watch it. I do end up watching all these movies, but I'm trying to shuffle between. I'm doing Book of Car right now. We are producing the movie Book of Car Chapter X. My friend, don't joke. So I have that. I have to do kind of like 2 videos a day because there's another channel that I help out to do some content. Then I have to edit them and upload, blah 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 blah, thumbnails. So I can't really watch everything. So I'd rather just watch it through other people's eyes. And if it's not such a big movie, personally, I don't think I miss out so much because a lot of them, I've kind of seen them in different forms. When you've watched enough movies, you've kind of seen them all. So every now and then one comes that changes things a bit and it's more interesting, but really it's not. So with all the disclaimers in place, let's listen to what Critical Drinker is saying about Nobody To.
Original Nobody from 20... You know, I once described the original Nobody from 2021 as a cheeseburger kind of movie. Yeah, it wasn't fancy, it wasn't sophisticated, and it didn't exactly push the boundaries of what's possible in the medium, but it was simple, unpretentious, and enjoyable. It didn't overstay its welcome, and by the time it was over, I felt pleasantly satisfied. A bit like an evening with Tatiana. And if that's the case, then I guess it's...
I don't know, he keeps doing that. Tatiana Russian prostitute in the house.
Time to carry on my pointless food analogy by saying that Nobody 2 is the ice cream sundae for dessert. Yeah, we didn't really need it. It's got a few questionable items sprinkled on top, and arguably it's not quite as satisfying as what came before it, but hey, it's still a fun, colourful, and charmingly old-fashioned throwback to a simpler, more innocent time. Yeah. Man, I really want an ice cream sundae now. All of this is to say that while Nobody 2 didn't exactly wow...
Oh, that's Sharon
really
Stone.
Want an ice cream sundae now. All of this is to say that while Nobody 2...
Hey, Sharon Stone. Hey, have you accepted your role as a matriarch in the industry to play some matriarchal roles? I think there was I think maybe more and her and a few others were trying to do like sexual old woman. No. Leave it to the young old women. Your grandmothers. Why are you trying to compete with your granddaughters here for sexual attention?
2 didn't exactly wow me with its inventiveness and creativity, and the basic story arc is annoyingly similar to the first movie. There was still more than enough here to keep me happy, and it ultimately did exactly what it set out to do.
You see, the problem is that now we are starting to accept even member. It happens all the time. Like there's a time I go to Shags, Kisii, yes? You see, when you move from Nairobi where all the women are made up, sexy everywhere, and they've congregated, all the beautiful ones are here. So when you go to Kisii, you find our club-footed ghouls. So you're like, this chick, she doesn't even use cologne, she's nukaing makwapa, nini. Then, after a while, you're looking at her like, kamatako kame stand. Look at us. That's the case here. You see enough bad movies, you're like, this one is slightly better, so it's all right, it's all right. So you drop standards, drop so anyway. You see when Drika's like, at least it has something for me to chew on. Just the raw action. Because that's what a movie like this really is. It's just the raw action, the adrenaline, just to see the good guy take people out.
90 minutes of enjoyable throwaway action, a bunch
Yes.
of likeable characters, and a plot that doesn't require much more than casual inspection to get by. The story once again picks up with Hutch, who's now working as a hitman to pay off the debt that he owes after the first movie. Unfortunately, the long hours and constant interruptions have left him distant from his wife and kids, so he plans a summer vacation to Plummerville, his favourite childhood getaway, in the hopes of reconnecting with them. Unfortunately, his son gets in trouble with a local bully while the family are out one night. Hutch steps in to defend him, and well, I think you can guess where it goes from there.
I like that kind of raw action. It's just it's not the kung fu things. They can be fine, but lacks that raw bone crunching heat, and get in. What was that movie? No, it's not a movie. Really. Jason Bourne, Bourne Identity. Those fight sequences. My fight sequences are going to be that style, although not so many cuts, but that style.
Pretty soon he's gotten on the wrong side of a corrupt local sheriff, a corrupt theme park owner, and just about everyone else in town. But as he soon begins to realise, there's more going on here than local officials throwing their weight around, and Plummerville might just be the focus of something much bigger and more sinister. Now, I know that's a pretty short plot summary, but what can I say? This movie isn't exactly heavy on story, and at 90 minutes long, that's probably a good thing. What we do get is a simple framework to facilitate a bunch of action scenes, just enough character development to set the wheels in motion, and a slight sense of deja vu. Yeah, Hutch's character arc of reconnecting with his wife and kids after growing distant from them over the past few years because of the demands of work and life is basically just a rehash of the first movie, and I can't shake the feeling that they were playing it a little too safe with this one. You've already got all the goodwill in the world after the first film, guys. You can
just do it, man. Just don't hold. Just do it. Like, I don't understand a lot of these filmmakers because when you're doing these films, when the committee comes in after the great artist has done the work, then a committee comes in now is trying to tell you, no, you shouldn't put this is too harsh. No, this is it can be construed as. Or this one could be construed as. So they decide to start removing the interesting things. To actually, it's not even for the crowd. It's for themselves. They're trying to force a certain way of storytelling without showing some things.
Afford to take a few risks here. There's plenty of little callbacks to the more memorable set pieces from the first movie, like the bus scene where Hutch takes a beating and even gets thrown through a window, but just fucking refuses to quit. The version we get here on a boat isn't quite as visceral or creative, but hey, it's still pretty fun for what it is. Bob Odenkirk once again does most of the heavy lifting with this one, turning in the same entertaining performance as the world's most unlikely action hero. And holy shit, that heart attack doesn't seem to have slowed him down one bit. He
had a heart attack, the actor.
Still gives the action scenes 100%. The fight choreography is decent, and he's still well balanced out by the always entertaining Connie Nielsen, who for some reason stopped aging about 15 years ago. Seriously, how is this woman 60 years old? I'd say she must have good genes, but we know how that'll turn out.
The woke lunatics will come out of their hives.
One thing that's always surprised me about these movies, though, is that her character is actually a supportive and understanding wife who totally gets the pressure Hutch is under and does what she can to help him, instead of some shrill, humorless harpy constantly putting him down and berating him for not being a better man.
Yeah, they actually use that a lot to create like really unlikable females and also like weak men. They put the always coalescing and what they created that. It was so tiresome. Other than like the Avengers series, like the entire movie, series. There were some they tried. In fact, after the Avengers got finished, they decided doing the Thors. After that, they just it was ridiculous. They were gay gods and rainbow colors. Zeus is a weirdo. Ah, man.
It's a neat change of pace in a modern movie, and it's very much appreciated. It's not all positive, though. I don't know exactly what Sharon Stone was going for with her performance as the big baddie of this movie, but man, there's chewing the scenery, and then there's taking off and nuking the entire site from orbit.
It's the only way to be sure.
Fucking A.
Like, imagine for a second that you won the lottery, inherited a country mansion, and scored a date with Sydney Sweeney all in the space of 24 hours, and then someone asked you how your day was going. The amount of enthusiasm you'd put into your answer is about 1% of what she puts into every line of dialogue. It's bizarre and distracting stuff from an actress who's obviously capable of so much more, but I guess
Yeah.
decided not to bring it to this one. Also, I'll always love Christopher Lloyd like the crazy uncle that I never had, but man, at 86 years old, he's getting pretty frail these days. The script doesn't ask too much from him because I suspect he doesn't have too much to give, and I can't help wondering if he maybe should have sat this one out. Ultimately, while Nobody 2 didn't exactly
Yeah.
make a deep impression on me,
The agent needs to get paid, even if you're 80.
it's exactly the kind of simple,
Or you need to get paid.
undemanding, switch your brain off and enjoy action movie that you need every once in a while. A film that gets the job done in 90 minutes with no fuss or frills, doesn't take itself too seriously, and didn't cost hundreds of millions of dollars to make. The ending leaves the possibility of a sequel wide open, and honestly, I wouldn't be against one more movie to round out the story of Nobody. Anyway, that's all I've got for today.
Okay, I need to find out what the budget was. Let's find out. You know, these are the things that interest me. How much money did you make? Did you make the money back? Budget and box office. Budget was 25 million. Hey, how about that? Oh, that is they're going to make money. So this is, I think, first day. I think. Let's see, box office mojo. What be box office mojo? Box office mojo. Why do they not put like it's? I'm asking for box office. Box office mojo should be at the top. Opened with 9 million, and then the film debut reached at 14 million. Let's see, box office mojo is saying here. So, okay, so worldwide is 15. You can't make back 25 million. People really don't like Hollywood these days. Jesus. People are rough. Anyway, let's see. Earliest release date was France. So it was a week ago. Huh. So they made 15 million. So they need to make at least 50. All right. Let's see. Maybe they will. I don't know. But I guess it's because it didn't really have the push. Some of these movies, they don't push hard because they just little money, whatever. Otherwise, I don't know what you think about that reaction. Please leave a comment and a like for the algorithm. And then, of course, subscribe to the channel. Road to 10,000. I'm a VP.